Today is April 9, 2026 RP, and it's 3:45 a.m. and I'm trying to talk slower. And this is a J3 Kapati compound. I'm not sure if you saw what I was mixing. That was 4 or 5 eggs, I think, which I bought from the cat food station. Oops. Mabagal yung data, guys, so napuputol-putol siya. So what I was saying is that I was mixing so I was mixing 4 eggs or 5 probably. Yun yung eggshells. I forgot kung ilan. I think it was 5. And I lost count. And I'm doing, this is a J3 Kapati compound. I'm using the selfie camera of the CVG FB Live Facebook account. CVG account, my Wine Kapati CVG account. Live on Facebook right now, and I'm using the front camera. Yes, as I was saying, I was trying to talk a little bit slower para hindi ko naman masyadong hinahabol yung internet. Bahala na kung paputol-putol, ganun talaga. So, 5 eggs. And yung spatula ko is, review ko mabuti bago siya. Yeah. About the spatula, bago lang to, 89 pesos, guys. Ang ganda-ganda. Kaya lang, when I was trying to wash, may signal pala siya pag nasa bandang taas yung phone. Okay, we'll see how it goes. So, yeah. Yun! Nagkaroon na. Ako rin ang security guard dito. Part-time. Hindi lang ako carpentero, guys. Kaya... Oh! You're back! Well, wala akong nanonood sa akin, pero I mean, the live is back. So ako rin ang carpentero dito, not just security guard, part-time sa Kapati compound. And, tandaan nyo, I'm also the basketball coach. Like Coach Carter. Mga players ko, mga pusa. And at the same time, ako na rin ang kanilang trainer for basketball and athletics. Diba? Pero yes, wala lang, natutuwa lang ako dito. Natatakot yung mga magnanakaw. Kung meron man mag-a-attempt, diba? Kala nila may police or security guard. Ewan ko kung di marinig ng mic yung pito ko. That's mic 1 2 1 2. Just mic 1 2. So yeah, guys, yung sa spatula, naluto na yung itlog. Di nyo na yata nakita dahil paputol-putol yung live. Yan na yung eggs. And yung sa spatula, yan sinasabi ko, 89 pesos lang to, guys, sa SM Pampanga. And kay ate ko siya nabili dun sa may booth malapit sa entrance ng SM Pampanga. CSFP yan, yung SM Pampanga yung malaki. Hi, Dante! So, 89 pesos lang siya, guys. Matibay, tsaka maganda siya. And guys, ang wok pala is ito ulitin ko lang. Ito. Yung mga ganito pala ang wok. Ito pala is spatula or sianse. Parang gano'n. Nalito lang ako dun sa wok with yan dati Paulit-ulit ako dyan. Dahil medyo nakakahiya, nagkamali ako nun. Game na game pa naman ako nung life ko na yun. Ngayon, game na game din ako. Kaya lang, I'm trying to talk a little bit slower. Para mas maintindihan nyo ako. And at the same time, wala naman akong rina-rush so far, I think, nasabihin ngayon. Something like that. Kumbaga, medyo chillax lang yung vlog natin. Though, andyan yung threats, andyan yung mga magnanakaw dito sa City of San Fernando, Pampanga. Yan yung mga bad vibes. Pero, I'm trying to chill pa rin. Relax and talk a little bit slower. Diba? Though, of course, sa ibang vlogs ko na mapopost ko na late na yung post, mostly doon is really fast when I'm talking and a little bit more stressed than right now. Kasi ngayon medyo mas relaxed ako dahil medyo mas na-enjoy ko yung mga cuts So medyo nakakatanggal talaga siya ng stress. Though mainitin pa rin ulo ko, pero in a good way lang naman yun, kahit mainit ulo ko. Nabawasan dahil nga nakukitan ako sa mga cuts. And about the spatula, guys, medyo mainit to pag pinatong ko sa sarili ko. Ito yung mic, andito. Sira kasi yung mic ng Samsung A03. Natapyasan siya kasi nung naghuhugas talaga ako ng plato between 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. Kasi doon yung tubig dito sa Kapati Compound Malakas. Gusto ko ma-enjoy yung task, syempre. Well, according to my friend Melvin, isang Showtime host yun. MC actually. Task daw ang tawag sa mga everyday activities. Medyo natatawa ako nung sinasabi niya sa akin yun kasi feeling ko parang nakuha niya sa Big Brother, parang gano'n. And when I checked sa mga Bible verses, I think task naman pala ang tawag talaga. Diba? So, tama siya. Though of course, ako kasi medyo mayabang ako so medyo may times na natatawa ako pag nagsasalita sila ng serious kasi basically I've been serious all my life. And dinadaan ko na lang sa joke minsan kasi I wanna lighten the mood, diba? So, nangungulit-ngulit na lang ako kasi yun lang, parang I just wanna make the mood lighter as much as possible. So, minsan, pag nagsasabi sa mga friends ko ng serious matter, minsan natatawa na lang ako because siguro I know I am capable of doing a lot of things din kasi tapos akala ko talaga sa Big Brother niya nakuha yung task na term. So, medyo mayabang din ako at that point. Pero nung na-realize ko sa Bible verses, task pala talaga ang tawag. And alam ko nagba-Bible study si MC. So, siya sa Bex Battalion. So, na-realize ko na tama naman pala yung task naman. Though, of course, it doesn't mean that I don't have a lot of tasks. I do a lot of activities that are towards the things that I want to accomplish in life. And I was like that ever since I was a kid. Kasi wala akong time sa kalokohan and stuff. Meron, pero very little time lang for that. And sa barkada, very little time lang for that. Mostly studies, basketball, and achieving my goals as an athlete. Yun ang naging focus ko, and girlfriend lang during high school. And up to college, na nag-asawa na nga ako, wala akong time talaga masyadong magloko. Though, of course, may times pa rin na, alam mo yun, sama ka sa barkada and stuff, di ka sanay uminom ng marami. Pag nakainom ka, minsan puro kalokohan, pero that's only because I don't really drink regularly. Pero at the same time, malakas naman ako uminom, kaya lang sobrang kulit ko rin. So may times naman ako that I go out. Si Dante, I think, nakasama ko sa ilang bars yan. TYA, I think. Sila Jerome, sila Alf, sila, madami. Sila Rico Apostol, Paulo David, mga claret. Pero yun nga, to tell you honestly, natatawa ako dun sa mga nagsasabi na puro ako gimmick before. When all my time was about studies and basketball, athletics, badminton, swimming, and all other stuff. So, yun. Pero, I also have time with friends, pero limited. Kasi nga, at an early age, my parents were having some problems with their relationship and with their health. So, naisip ko parang I can only rely on myself. So, I had to really be good at something. So, during that time, I chose basketball. Well, enough about that na. Yan na, naging serious stuff. But anyway, it's about task kasi. Si Melvin sabi niya task. Tapos tumatawa ako kasi sa PBB, di ba? Puro task. Masyado na naman yata ako serious. Pero anyway, sana naririnig niyo ako. So, kung di niyo ako narinig, sorry. Ito kasi yung mic eh. Pero yun nga, sa PBB kasi, napapanood ko yun, ang sinasabi nila, task, may task ka kay kuya and stuff. So, nung sinabi ni Melvin, kalakyan yun, that's MC mo of the Showtime. Sabi niya sa akin, may mga task tayo and stuff. So, tawa lang ako ng tawa kasi feeling ko nga, parang napanood niya sa PBB. Sorry MC if you'll be able to watch this. Pero, and hi to Kuya Archie pala. Archie Kalakyan yun, yung brother niya, nakalaro ko sa basketball. So, magaling mag-basketball yan, and he knows how I play basketball too. And, tsaka ako nakakwento yung iba dyan pag malakas yung internet, pero meron akong magandang kwento about kay Kuya Archie and I sa isang talo namin sa isang game na I think it was my fault as a point guard. And siya yung center ko sa PhilInvest 1. Well, kung kaya ko ikwento nga, mamaya kukwento ko. Pero ito nga, si Melvin, task siya ng task. So natatawa ako deep inside nung nagkakwento siya na meron tayong kailangan gawin everyday, may mga task tayo and stuff. Pero sa loob-loob ko lang, grabe, task man ang tawag ko or hindi. Katakot-takot na aral, pagtatrabaho ang ginawa ko at an early age. And yes, at the same time, even basketball, I considered it as a career that I wanted. Simula nung bata ako. And I know people know how I play basketball naman. It's just that talagang hati yung oras ko with family during the time na I was still married. And my son was still young during that time. And of course, puro aral talaga because I know aral is gonna be a long-term thing in life. Because yun ang kakailanganin ko in terms of doing business. So I had to really divide my time only for basketball, pag-aaral, and family. And nung hindi pa kami kasal, as girlfriend ko siya for the whole time that I was in my very long high school years. Umabot ako 5 years and it only has 4 years sa high school. Though bumawi ako because I took the acceleration test, PEP test. So I was in only a year late kahit 3 beses yata ako nag-second year high school. I took the acceleration test so I didn't have to go 3rd year. So nag-4th year high school na ako nun. Wala pang K-12 during that time. So not to be defensive pero syempre na-explain ko sa inyo that I've been doing aral, sports, basketball, swimming, and always go to church. serving the church. So I know what my tasks are, kahit hindi man task ang tawag ko dun. And I have been working as an abstract dancer, grade 6 pa lang, and auditioning for Star Circle at the age of 16, where I got a offer for a big contract already. So, kahit hindi task ang tawag ko, I know I've been doing a lot of serious things in life. So, natatawa ako kay MC nung sinasabi niya yung mga task. Yun lang yung kinukwento ko. Kasi feeling ko PBB. Yun pala, sa Bible verses, I think task din. And na-realize ko yun kasi I know he reads the Bible too. He does Bible study with some of his friends or family. So yun si MC, ang Bex Battalion na kasama ni Lassie at nila Vice Ganda sa Showtime, diba? So anyway, nakwento ko lang yun, pero wala rin akong kausap dito, so gusto ko magkwento. And also about the spatula pala, ito, natapyasan siya kasi naghuhugas ako ng plato. Ginaganon ko, nasa isang malalim na container ng water. Tapos ginaganon ko. Bagong-bago pa lang siya, guys. 89 pesos, ha? Guys, ang tawag ko kasi baka ma-upload ko to sa YouTube after ko ma-download and then post. Kung ma-download ko siya from Facebook after the live. So, ito, natapyasan ka agad. Pero maganda yung quality niya. So, ayoko na siyang gamitin. Kasi may tapyas, baka makain ko yung kahoy. Pero wala akong choice kasi nga, hindi ko pa nahuhugasan yung iba. I stayed up late nga ngayon to actually do a lot of stuff. Cleaning, putting up lights, kasi nga may magnanakaw minsan dito. Kaya pumipito-pito ako para matakot. And at the same time, may mga ibang magnanakaw din siya na nakapormal na damit, akala mo maayos. Pero ibang kwento yun. Pero anyway, nakakapasok sila sa Kapati compound, yes. May times pa nga na may intruder dito sa J3 eh. Na nireport ko na lang sa dapat pag-reportan nun. Hindi ko sasabihin kung barangay yun or pinsan ko na nireportan ko or kung sino man para discreet pa rin ako. Pero nireport ko na yung ginawa nilang pagpasok dito at pag-picture-picture ng mga things na ginagawa ko na wala namang puro vlogs na pa yung nakasulat sa mga at saka password ko. Ang mali doon, yung password ko, nakita nila. I am not sure kung alam nilang password yun, pero I think napalitan ko na. And yeah, yung mga nakasulat lang sa isang board ko, pinagpipicturean and stuff. Pero na-report ko na yun, that's really foul. And sa dapat kong pag-reportan nun. So medyo mas safe na tong J3 from the other kinds of ill-willed people na matatawag rin natin magnanakaw, of course. Pero may mga ibang magnanakaw dito, pumapasok, nanakawan yung properties. Property pala beside us and dumaan daw dito sa compound yung magnanakaw. So, nahanap ko yung pito ko. Ito pala. So, matatakot sila niyan. Diba? Ibang klaseng security guard to. Basketball and athletic coach at saka basketball and athletic trainer pa. Diba? Sorry po kung maingay. So, yun. So, medyo safe na yung loob ng J3. Yung labas, nilagyan ko nga ng mga ilaw. So, additional lights are higher watts overall. So, I think mas safe. Yun yung ginawa ko kanina. Some cleaning and organizing of my stuff na dun sa medyo open area ng J3. And even the garage is almost like an open area. And I also did something about the tarpaulin holder. Na-screw ko na yung isang part, pero hindi ko pa na-screw yung isa. Pinalitan ko lang yung screw. Nasa labas siya, guys, so hindi ko pa mapakita. Tapos, I also fed the cat. Diba? Yung cat na si Spo. So, I do all that usually 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. and then maliligo ako, maghugas plato or kakain kasi yung water supply dito is only strong for 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. So, I had to go graveyard shift in order for me to live normal life with the water supply. At some point, it's kind of normal kahit I'm just trying my best na wag habulin yung magagawa ko sa 6 hours. Pero may times na talagang hahatawin ko na makapaglaba, makapaghugas ng plato, makapagluto, makapaglinis, all at the same time with the 6 hours time frame of the water or 5 hours, diba? But I know God is good, so makakabili rin ako ng tangke ng water pag nagkaroon na tayo ng commercials. Anyway, that's why I'm doing fasting and stuff. Back to the spatula, guys. Semi-fasting pala. So, okay na siya kasi nga hindi ko pa nga nahugasan yung ibang plato. Ginanun-ganon ko lang siya doon. Tinry ko lang hugasan kasi bago. Tapos yung ibang mga spatula, plato, and stuff, hindi pa nalilinis. So, yung gagamitin ko lang ngayon for food. So, I think di ko naman nakain yung tapyas na tapon ko na. Pero, I think, hindi naman siya natapyasan ulit. And so, I think sa rice, pwede rin siyang gamitin, guys. So, wait lang ha. Lalakasan ko boses ko ha. Kuha tayo ng rice. Okay? Ano tayo kuha ng rice? Ayan muna. Ito lang pa tayo kuha ng rice. Ito lang. Ayan. Ayan. Kita yung rice. Okay. So, gagamitin ko na yung yan, kita yung rice. That was I was saying. Nasa mic tayo. Ano tayo ito na rin yung gagamitin ko for the rice. Yung isa ko kasing ganito na kahoy na nabili ko sa palengke. Na side view ako Nabili ko sa palengke, guys. Okay. Kita ko dito Okay na to. Kasi nalapit yung mic. Ginamit ko pang tanggal ng mga window. Yung mga tapyas-tapyas na tinanggal ko dito ang window somewhere. So, delikado na siya gamitin kasi may bumaon na bubog. Eto, baka ngayon ko lang gagamitin dahil nagko-konting tapyas. Pero kung feeling ko okay naman, gagamitin ko pa. Thank you, Ate, for this and the good customer service. I bought this after, before I actually go to Quick Melt something station. A booth yun, a food shop na si Marley nang nagbebenta. Bumili ako ng 2 Revel brownies which are really delicious. So, yeah, Revel brownies and then nag-National Bookstore ako during that time. And then, what else did I do? I think I went home na after National Bookstore. But anyway, guys, kukuha akong rice, tas meron pa akong kwento. Ito na yung gagamitin ko kasi konti lang itong rice, I think mauubos ko. So, kahit may bisita, wala nang matitira talaga sa kanila. Kwento ako sa inyo. Oops. So, ito. Kunin ko na kayo dyan, ha? Time check tayo, guys. It's 4:16 a.m. Not sure kung may nanonood pa sa akin or not. Pero it's April 9, 2026 RP. This is at J3 Kapati Compound. And I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. Yep. So I did a screenshot of the live. One more. And then it's a slow connection. Oops. Okay. I'm wearing my pajamas. Nakaligo na ako. Though yung scrub na ginamit ko wasn't that nice kasi pag crumpled lang siya okay, pero hindi siya pwede sa likod. So, I had to scrub myself pa rin sa susunod. But yeah, ligo naman ng maayos, yeah. And I think I brushed my teeth already. So, may kwento guys. I'm gonna try to look at the camera. Sabi ni Sir David, dapat doon nakatingin. Siya yung isang boss ko sa Star Magic. Sa ASAP. Yeah. And hindi ako tumuloy during that time. So yun yung offer na hindi ko tinuloy noon. But that doesn't mean na nagpabanjing-banjing ako. Hindi po totoo yan. More on aral lang, basketball, and yung girlfriend ko lang na naging wife ko ang focus ko talaga. And yung anak namin, syempre, nung lumalaki. So, ngayon lang ako nagkaroon ng time na gawin yung mga ibang stuff na gusto kong gawin kasi adult na yung anak ko. Yun. Eh, hindi naman dahil single ako. Kahit naman. Pero, yeah, mas marami akong time sa sarili ko dahil single din ako. So, yan. Mr. Thomas Siga. So, about 4 to 5 eggs to. Yung rice, siguro, let's call it 3 Super Jumbo XL. And yes, speaking about 3, this is the step 3 of breaking the fast. Because my last meal was 17:46 p.m. of yesterday. And I did fast for about 24 hours up to 17:46 this day. And meron pang plus 7 hours to go o 100 o ano ba yun? 0:46 hours, parang gano'n. That's 12:46 a.m. as I call it in business military time. Diba? Nagpo-pause pa ako para slower, diba? And then, guys, tama yung sabi ni Kuya Rodel Mikla, masarap talaga itong siga kahit itlog lang ulam mo. So anyway, hindi ko pa alam kung may spoon and fork ako. Ayoko magkamay. Hindi ako magkamay. Nag-start ako ng live nang walang spoon and fork. Grabe naman. Yung sa coffee ko na lang gagamitin ko. Tsaka yung pinanghalo ko ng egg. Ayan. So ito. Ilang coffee na ba ako ngayon? Bali, isa to. Tapos, I think, isa nito. Tapos mamaya yung isa. Shit, nakalimutan ko yung... Nandito yung hot water ko. I'm not sure if it's still hot. It's a little bit hot still. But I'm not sure if it's hot. Hot pa. Dinimpla ko rin yung Gatorade. 2 out of 3 nito. Gatorade. Yan lang, para ma-survive. So anyway, that's 24 hours plus 7 is 31 hours na, right? So it's about 31 hours already. Plus 1 more hour. About 32 hours fasting, binrate ko with this. Hindi ko tinatapon kasi gusto ko alam ko yung mga kinakain ko. So hindi ko sila kagad tinatapon. So ito siya, ito yung pinang-break ko ng fast. And then, isa pang donut, yung step 2. Eh, syempre, fasting dapat. Oh, ito na pala yun. Ito na yung isa dito sa donut, step 2. Isa dito sa donut, kasabay nung what the top. So anyway, guys, sana naririnig niyo po ako. Ang sinasabi ko po is step 1 of breaking the fast is what a top and a donut, doughy donut. Second step was a doughy donut after I took a bath. And I brushed my teeth already, I forgot. Usually I do that, brush my teeth when I take a bath. Especially after workout, I take a bath and then brush my teeth. Yeah. And third step is this, para hindi naman deprive yung sarili natin sa talagang appetite natin sa pagkain. So I do fasting because I want to go back to, I want to go back to ABS-CBN, to be honest, yeah. But they think I'm not serious because yung last audition, I wasn't able to go. I'm not sure if that was for incognito or not, but it was a soap opera. And I was working in Alorica that time. That's why hindi ako nakapunta sa audition. And I'm sure my boss, or at least my contact, because he's working for an international school now, not at ABS-CBN, thinks that I'm not serious with doing acting. But I really want to do act. Not just because people are saying that I can't do it anymore at this age of 44. Wala naman sa age yan eh. And it's not all about the looks rin, di ba? It's about your passion in acting and if you really want to do something that you enjoy. Though, of course, I'm really taking care of myself because sa mga roles na mga gusto ko. And medyo pogi points yun, syempre, pag inalagaan mo talaga yung sarili mo. And I took care of myself every time. Sobrang health conscious ko every time. And talagang sobrang hilig ko sa basketball. Kaya yung side effect nun is good health. That's why I look younger than most 40s or 44-year-old guys. Diba? I even look younger than I look younger than, sa mga ka-age ko na 40s. And I even look younger sometimes sa ibang 30s. Diba? So I think I can still do the job or the roles that I want to when it comes to acting. It's just a matter of timing and, of course, an opportunity to do that. But yeah, I'm doing fasting because of acting, modeling, and stuff. Gusto ko naman madagdagan yung isang commercial ko. Ayaw ko naman na isang commercial lang. So, 32 hours was good enough. I think for the past 2-3 weeks, I had 5 or 6 times when I did fast for more than 16 hours. And I've heard that fasting is at least 16 hours. So, I did 16 hours before eating a lot, I think. I'm not sure where I broke that semi-fasting, but now, I'm trying to break the fast of 32 hours. I just had to do it step by step kasi hindi ako nakapagsaing kaagad. And kakain na ako guys kasi nga medyo talkative na naman ako kahit mabagal magsalita. And I really like this, lalo na pagkasama niyo ako. Lalo na pag excited ako. And now I'm excited because of this. So, Super Jumbo XL tatlo. Basically, nakatatlong donuts na ako prior to this. And at least 4 scrambled eggs. It could be 5. For now, I had salt. Hindi ako palagi nagsusalt, pero ngayon may salt siya. And of course, cooking oil na binili ko sa 7-Eleven. Diyan lang malapit sa tabi, kay Ate Gemma. Hi, Ate Gemma. Tinatanong mo kung anong luluto ko. Well, ito na po yun. My favorite scrambled eggs, guys. So, the spatula thing, nakwento ko na. And yung step 3 ng breaking the fast, nakwento ko na rin. Kaya I'm not sure kung narinig niyo ako sa mic. So, I'm sorry if not. Dante, say hi naman if you're still there. I call you guys kahit wala nanonood kasi nga, this might be posted on YouTube, Wine Avenue. And if I can post it on TikTok, King Abstract, I might do that too. Mabagal yung internet, puputol-putol, guys. Ito. Kwento ko na yung kasama ni Kuya Archie. Hi, Kuya Archie and Troy Calacyan. Player ng Lasal yung anak niya, magaling. Kakampi ng pinsan ko na magaling rin mag-basketball sa Lasal. So, anyway, ito, nung ano pa sila, noon pa yan, past years pa yan. Kami ni Kuya Archie, basketball kami. I think it was 2007 when that happened. Kasi kakampi ko rin siya 2003. So 2007, we have kalaban namin, we're leading by 3. And malakas yung kalaban namin. It was about 7 or 8 seconds na lang. Philinvest 1 league to, so hardcore league yan pag Philinvest 1. Especially nung 90s and up to the early 2000s and a little bit of the late 2000s, medyo okay pa. Nung after mga 2010, medyo okay pa rin naman, pero hindi na siya yung talagang hardcore kagaya nung 90s. Pero noon kami sa mga magagaling na breeders ng basketball players like BJ Manalo, JR Gidabin, Maki Escalona, and and we are supported by Jojo Lastimosa and Coach Abet Gidabin during the 90s, diba? And some years of 2000, I think. Anyway, last 8 seconds. The whole game I was playing point guard. And ayoko masisi kung matalo kami because we have 3 seconds na lang. And it was really a decision that is really not that good. Sorry, ito na gagamitin ko sa coffee. Sana mahalo. So, binigay ko na lang yung bola sa isang kakampi ko. Kuya Archie, nasa loob ng game. May isa akong kakampi na kaya rin mag-point guard. Meron din ako isang shooter, nakakampi, I think. Basta yung ginawa ko, binigay ko na lang dun sa isang guy, and bahala na kayo kung anong gusto yung gawin sa last 7 seconds. And Kuya Archie was really frustrated with me about that game. Siya yung kapatid ni MC. Si Kuya Archie, baka napapanood nyo rin siya sa vlogs ni MC. Hardcore na magaling mag-basketball to. Malakas sa ilalim. Siya yung center ko. Ang mali ko is, I didn't take charge of the game. In the last 7 seconds, I gave up on the team. Or at least I passed the responsibility as a point guard. And gave the ball to someone who will not actually do what should be done by the point guard, which has the capability to actually take on the game or handle situations for the game. And maybe I was not confident during that time, even if at some point I know I could really do that. But command the tempo and do certain things at that very moment. I can even
shoot the 3 if I had to. Pero siguro dahil nga hindi rin regular yung practice ko, mostly summer lang yung nagagawa. Binigay ko, tinakbo ng isang player, court to court, tas tumira ng 3 points. Which, I know he could do it. So, hindi naman lahat ng responsibility sa point guard or dun sa captain ball, which I was the captain ball of that team. Hindi naman lahat palaging, pwede mong ipasa minsan pag sobrang pagod ka, diba? Or natatakot ka. Though I think it's not a good thing, I should be taking charge nga rin. Pero, at some point, hingi ka rin ng lakas sa teammates mo. And during that time, hindi yun ang ginawa ko nga lang kasi pinasa ko. I mean, not literally pinasa yung bola, but parang kayo na bahala sa last 7 or 8 seconds. Yun ang ginawa ko. Sa camera pala dapat nakatingin. Last 7 or 8 seconds, sabi ko, bahala na kayo. Kuya Archie was in the game. 3 points ang lamang ng kalaban. We were gold team during that time. If you invest one, that is in Quezon City. That's in Quezon City. So, ang ginawa namin, sana naririnig nyo, pagkapasa ko, ito yung mic, sana naririnig nyo na. Pagkapasa ko, takbo siya, 3 points. Sorry, sa burp. Burp, excuse me. Wala na. Sablay yung tira. And, hindi sumabay si Kuya Archie sa akin pa uwi sa kotse, I think. Kahit kasabay ko siya pumunta ng game. Hinatid ko siya sa lakad. And he was really, really frustrated about my decision of letting go of the game. Because we could have done something better sa last play. And we could have won the game after tying it and then win it at overtime. Something like that. So yeah, dinadaga rin ako minsan and I'm happy na I have teammates na tinutulungan ako to make me feel good. Pero during that time, it was an honest mistake of mine in 2007 league. I was only 25 years old during that time. Seniors Basketball League. And I was playing seniors basketball sa Philinvest 1 at the age of 16. From juniors, 1997, juniors, 1998, I was selected to play for one of my Barcadas team in the seniors league. And I've done good at my first game. I was really happy to play with the older ones. Not really old, but not as old as me right now. We were like, I was playing with about 20, 25 years old and I was only 16. And hindi naman bago yun because when I was 15, I was playing with 19-year-old guys. And yeah, it was my passion maybe. That's why I chose to make it my career. Diba? So, yun lang, of course, I had to marry young. So, medyo hati na rin yung oras. But the good thing is, I was inspired to play because I was happy. I have a son and during that time, I was still married. I was inspired to play basketball really well. Yun lang, iba pa rin pag constant yung practice. And hindi hati yung oras mo, syempre. But of course, my son, Marcos, and my ex-wife were a big thing. That's why I was able to really be scouted to play for the NCAA Blazers. Yun nga lang, I was also studying and yun na, nagtatrabaho na. Doing side deals, hindi lang school, so I had to provide money for family, so hati-hati na talaga yung oras ko. Hindi na ako nakapag-NC. NCAA, men's basketball. Pero na-line up ako. Tanggap na ako sa lineup, pero hindi na ako nakapagpunta. And other personal reasons are why not, pero The next year after that, 2003 ako kinukuha for NCAA. Next year, the next year, wala na. Talagang, mating-hati na yung oras ko for making money, going to school, and family. So, basketball was, hindi naman nag-deteriorate yung level of game ko, pero yung decision-making mo, syempre, at saka yung full potential mo as a point guard or an off guard. Sa basketball, hindi yung security guard work ko dito, sa sarili kong company, which is Kapati Compound, Kapati Properties. Hindi yun. So, iba pa rin pag constant yung practice mo sa basketball. So, I had chances to play for MPBL, pero ibang kwento na yan. Hayaan mo na. Kinukwento ko lang yung sa amin ni Kuya Archie. Sana, I took the ball, gave it to the most, the guy who can shoot the three. Maybe it's Kuya Archie or another guy who is not really that pressured, and given them the right pass. And hindi dapat ako nagdala ng bola. At least matalo or manalo, ay hindi ko pinasa kung ano yung responsibility ko as captain ball and as point guard. Yun. Pero, love ako ni Kuya Archie kaya hindi naman siya nagalit sa akin. Kaya lang ayaw niya ako kausap after the game. Lalakad talaga kami. Hindi siya sumabay sa kotse. Natid ko siya hanggang sa bahay niya yata or somewhere. Naglakad na lang kami hanggang sa tinamahan ko siya. Tapos, I know it was my fault. Deep inside me, I know. Dahil nga, hindi ko dinala yung bola. Sorry. So, gano'n na lang nangyari. Naghiwalay rin kami after sa isang street sa Philinvest, and then I went home after. Pero hindi ko makakalimutan yan because I know how he took it to heart that game. And he really hates losing in basketball. Yun yung mga taong gusto kong kakampi. Yung ayaw talaga magpatalo sa basketball. Yun, basketball ang pinag-uusapan, guys, ha. Masarap siya, guys. Egg with salt. And Mr. Thomas. Yung coffee, hindi ko alam kung mainit pa ito mamaya. Pero okay lang. About the spatula, tingnan ko kung gagamitin ko pa siya ulit or not. And step 3 to I'm breaking a fast, which is 32 hours. Though of course I had crackers and eggs. Pinuto ko rin sa Mang Tomas last night. So yun. Ang ano ko is semi-fasting lang. Hindi yung talagang fast na walang food at all. I think kaya ko, pero since I'm doing other stuff and when you're making decisions about small things or big things or even critical things mostly, yun talaga, pag critical decision making, you have to at least have a cracker or a donut, diba? And I'm not sure if it's critical when where to put the lights or whatever, but it's a security and a protective issue for all the items here, tenants, and everyone who uses the office here in Kapati Compound. No one's asking me to do it. It's just a voluntary thing as a guy who grew up with the earnings of our business. I think I have the moral responsibility to take care of the family's business, the family land, and of course, my Lolo Ben told me to do so. Sa akin niya binilin to, tsaka yung isang property pa somewhere there. So yeah, I kept my word kasi respeto yun sa matanda. Kaya hindi ko binibenta yung mga properties na talagang ayaw niyang ipabenta. And in effect, pati yung mga ibang properties na rin, ayoko ibenta. Sayang kasi, di ba? Paano mo pa ibabalik ang prime property pag binenta mo? Hindi napapakawalan yan. Only stupid people will sell a prime property. Siguro kung medical reasons, okay lang. Pero if just for the sake of money, kalokohan yan. Prime na nga siya eh. So you can make money with the prime property. Yung iba kasi gusto nila eh, gano'n na lang basta-basta, mabilis na pera. Maraming tamad eh. Kaya nga maraming galit sa akin kasi I'm vocal about my stand about lazy, ambitious people eh. Okay lang maging ambitious ka, pero you have to be a hard worker, di ba? Ako, ambisyoso ako eh. Pero I work hard for it, di ba? Ambisyoso in a good way. And there's nothing wrong with being ambitious as long as you work hard for it. Yun lang, sa atin may maling term pag ambisyoso, di ba? Pero yes guys, I'm really ambisyoso. Sabi ko nga, I grew up, my parents were sick, I was studying, I was getting honors, and I was being confident about life. And I took it to heart that I have to, even if I know that we have some kind of money, though I think I got it later na. So maybe I made the decision already that I really have, no matter what wealth we have as a family, kapati, properties and stuff, I don't know what happened, but basta nag-decision ako that I have to work really hard for myself. Kasi sarili ko lang maaasahan ko dahil may sakit parents ko during that time. So yun po ang reason kung bakit binuhos ko lahat sa basketball. And pag dumating sa time na hindi mo na talaga magawa yung gusto mong gawin at ginagawa mo siya palagi, eh medyo nakakaulul po talaga. Kaya nga, nagko-compensate na lang ako by working out. Dahil lalo na yung mga kalaro ko ngayon, eh, ugod-ugod na yata yung iba. Sorry for the term, ha. Kasi ako nakikipaglaro pa ako sa mga 16, 17 years old and they can really guard me still. Maybe I really did a good job taking care of myself, diba? Yung iba kasi uunahin yung kayabangan, hindi yung tawag na flex. Meron ng ganyan, no? Kahit wala pang social media. Mas kagastusan nila yung kayabangan instead of investing in learning new skill. Slow connection. Or learning about or taking care of yourself, going to the gym, buying expensive but really nutritious food. Diba? Yung iba magtitipid just to flex something. Eh. Cellphone noon, meron na rin yan. Kahit wala pang smartphone noon, yabangan na ng cellphone yung iba. Ako, never ako naging mayabang sa cellphone. Hanggang ngayon nga, luma pa yung phone ko. I invest in improving myself, my talent, my skills, and my health and wellness. And I'm not bragging. I'm just saying na people sometimes, it's okay to act like a kid and play like a kid and enjoy life like a kid. Right? But sometimes people make really immature decisions. Like, they would prefer flexing rather than take care of themselves, diba? Or their family. That's very immature. And I don't like dealing with those people that much. Maybe a little bit. Of course, it's not my responsibility to teach them, pero I would choose health and family over flexing luxurious things and not being able to take care of your family or yourself naman in a first-rate manner, or at least the best possible way for your life situation, di ba? Ang daming ganun. So, parang very immature sa choices nila sa buhay. Kasi maturity, makikita mo yan sa decision making, sa life choices, mga ganun. Hindi naman pwedeng i-judge yung tao na mahilig mag poker with kids or yung laro-laro lang, or just because a person is still athletic, took care of himself, made good choices, and can still dance and play like a kid, or play golf the whole day, or driving range the whole day for golf, and then do jogging, running, swimming the whole day, and just play with his son or with his friends, young ones man or ka-age niya na kayang sumabay. You can't really call that immature kung medyo playful lang yung tao and living an active lifestyle. Diba? Parang may pinapatamaan ako. Maturity kasi, hindi immature kung bumibili ng toys yung matatanda, or nanonood ng cartoons, or nagpa-PlayStation 5 kasama yung mga kids nila, or mga apo kung may mga apo na. That's not immature. That's valuing life in the best way possible. Living like a kid because you work hard for it and you made the choice to take care of yourself, so now you're enjoying the benefits of the mature decisions that you made, and you can enjoy your health, wellness, your physical self, your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, where you really invested your time in, which are really mature decisions. And now you're enjoying like a kid, diba? So yun ang, for me, you can make some kind of money so that you can play PlayStation 5 all day and play golf after, diba? The next day, or play whatever you want to play, poker with friends, because you made a good choice of taking care of yourself and your family first before doing anything that is for yourself or for fun, diba? Or for flexing, diba? Some people kasi, they would flex and show that they're really, parang may pinapatamaan na, that they're really mature by being boring, serious, kuno, which is di naman nakikita ang serious sa pagiging boring. And then they will make serious kuno, boring, kunyari serious sa buhay, pero yung mga life choices very immature. Mas parang batang naiinggit sa candy ng iba na hindi nila makuha yung mga 10 candy ng iba dahil nga they made immature decisions. Tinamad sila mag-aral. I'm not saying graduate, mag-aral, magbasa. Tinamad sila magtrabaho. Tinamad silang magsipag, mag-apply. Natakot silang magmukhang tanga sa audition or whatever. So, hindi lang immature, naging mahina sila. So, ngayon, naninira sila ng mga taong who can live like a kid. Diba? At the age of 40s, or 40s, up to 50s pa, probably. Kasi, maalaga yung tao yun. Ako naiingitan nila. Because someone made the right decision as a mature individual. Diba? And has been making the right choices ever since he was a kid. Sino yung taong yun? Sino kaya yun? Well, I'm sure meron mga taong ganun. Yung iba, vocal, yung iba, hindi. Pero, hindi lahat ng vocal gusto magsalita. Yung iba, talagang pinoprotektahan lang nila yung hard-earned and well-respected reputation nila. Since grade school, high school, and college. And so kahit ayaw magsalita, yung iba kailangan magsalita. Kasi, naapektuhan na yung mga tao around him or her. Diba? Kung tingnan mo ako sa sarili ko, dapat dito ako nakatingin. I'm not sure kung may nanonood pa, guys. Always remember, guys, ang taong nagpe-PlayStation 5 doesn't mean immature. Or latest PlayStation. Or old PlayStation, that doesn't mean immature yun. Or a guy who does TikTok dancing and can still dance like a kid, that doesn't mean he's immature. He's childlike, like what Jesus wants us, but, or she's childlike for some of the, like Alice Dixon, like Pops Fernandez, diba? But, it doesn't mean na coffee na ako he's making immature decisions. And the fact of the matter is, a guy who can play like a kid at the age of 40s made the right and mature decision as a young person. Consistently up to the time that he grows up to be 40. Well, that's just the way I see things, because in my perspective, I've been doing and making the right decisions in life. So yes, ako yun. Ako yung nagsasabi na mapaglaro ako, and marami ako katulad na tao na mahilig maglaro. Basketball, swimming, poker, badminton, baccarat pa sa casino, or whatever game boards that I want to play. Hi, Gab! But that doesn't mean I'm immature. I've even been making mature decisions ever since I was young. Kaya nga wala akong oras masyado sa barkada noon. Dahil more on aral, basketball, and simbahan lang, and girlfriend lang ang inaasikaso ko noon. Occasionally, nakikipagbarkada, nagtatry ng inuman, diba? Pero it's not a regular thing talaga. Kaya nga mabilis ako malasing eh. Dahil hindi naman talaga ako masyadong umiinom. Yun lang, pag nalasing ako, sobrang kulit ko. And when nagka-family na ako, at the age of 18, and it was a mature thing to stand up for what I've said sa mommy ng pangasawa ko. First wife ko, hiwalay na kami ngayon, pero I know I stood up for what is right. And I stopped my first year college sa UST because I had to focus on inaayos namin yung wedding. And I have to be mentally ready for the next phase of my life. Yun din yun. Hindi lang basta-basta because of the wedding. And I think those are mature decisions. Taking care of my son and making sure na mauna siya before all my other expenses. I think those are mature decisions. Making sure that his tuition fees, his tutor, his school bus are all paid before I buy a G-Shock or whatever shirt that I want to buy. I think those are mature decisions. And especially I was just 19 during that time. So yes, there are people like me who make the mature decisions in life and make life decisions that are really mature. Naulit ko lang ba? But still, we play like a kid because we value life so much. And we do want to spend time with our kids because that makes us happy. Diba? And we want to stay like a kid para yung mga apo rin natin would be able to appreciate us as their lolos or lolas. Because that's the way that life has meaning. Diba? So, in my perspective, yun yun. So, not everyone who plays a lot or jokes a lot is actually immature. That's unfair. And yun nga yung gusto ko sabihin, that's judgmental and unfair. And it also, gusto ko rin sabihin, never judge a book by its cover. Hindi po porket mukhang happy-go-lucky, happy-go-lucky na yung tao. Diba? So, yun ang point ko. And lastly, yung ibang tao dyan, guys, PlayStation the whole day. Yung iba dyan, hindi ko alam kung anong ginagawa, nagpapaka-boring. Tapos tinatawag niyang immature yung nagpe-PlayStation. Defensive ko sa PlayStation no? But anyway, pag nagkaroon na ng life choices, nagkaroon na ng mga critical decisions to make, and things wherein kailangan ng mature decisions sa personal or life, sablay na tong isang boring person na hindi ko alam kung anong ginagawa. Siguro for fun ginagawa niya ewan ko kung ano. Hindi ko mag-gets kung ano minsan yung mga ibang tao. Diba? Gusto niya inuman lang siguro para mature daw. Or hindi ko alam kung ano trip nila. Pero ako kasi ayoko nang palagi inuman. Paminsan-minsan okay lang, pero not all the time. Kung sa Boracay, kahit everyday pa for a week, pero yun lang yun. 2 weeks the most, solid na yun, di ba? If you can afford it, why not? Pero ayoko pa rin everyday. And kung pwedeng cocktails, juice lang sa Boracay, siguro ganun gagawin ko kung kaya. Pero syempre minsan, gusto mo rin ng inuman. Pero di ko alam some people would criticize people who plays a lot and who's made the right decision in life that they can play like a kid at the age of 40s or 50s. But still, when it comes to decision making, sablay yung mga decision nila. Ibigay ko example, sige. This might not be good for one person, pero hindi ko naman babanggitin yung pangalan. This guy says he's mature and everything, and this guy loves me, of course. I'm sure he does. Lalo na ngayon, I think he knows me na. Pero there was a decision that he has to make that will give him a lot of money. Okay? And there's a decision that will keep him into just the basic, but will still be able to keep his house. Eto ni nagme-PlayStation to, and medyo serious guy to, and he proclaims to be a mature and responsible guy. But he chose the easier way by selling his house and buying stuff and enjoying a lifestyle that is actually at some point immature. Because why would you sell your house when you know you can afford to pay it, the amortization of it, and after a few years be able to enjoy the luxury that you want to enjoy? Why would you rush having 8, 9, or 15 million pesos, let's say, example lang, and then enjoy all the pleasures that you can and just rent a home, when you can sacrifice for 5 or 10 more years and then do that later? 5 or 10 more years, it's not really that long. Then you'll be able to pay off the house. You have your own house. You don't have to pay rent. How much is rent right now? It's 70,000, 60,000. Diba? It's okay to rent, pero it's better if you have your home and then you can enjoy all the luxuries after. This is a self-proclaimed mature person, and he's older than me, and he loves me and I love him. But he doesn't play PlayStation, and he doesn't fool around with friends like I do. He doesn't climb the poste at Tiananmen, Makati to make his friends laugh. He's the kind of serious guy. But I know this guy is, at some point, really mature, of course, and responsible. But just to point out an immature decision, that says a lot about his decision making. I'm not sure kung nasilaw siya sa money or not, pero it was really immature, that decision that he made. Selling the house to enjoy all the golf thing, the lifestyle, the out of towns, and everything. And now he's renting. And I don't really believe that hindi niya kayang bayaran yung amortization before. So I love this guy, I respect this guy, and I learned a lot from him. But hindi naman siya immature. Nagkataon lang, during that time, he made an immature decision, which I am not gonna make. Even if I play PlayStation 5 with my kid for the whole weekend or the whole day, diba? During the time that we were playing. Yun lang yung comparison, diba? I will not make immature decisions like that. I would sell for medical emergencies ng family ko or myself, pero I will not make immature decisions like that. Though I play like a kid, I look like a fool on TikTok and do tumble turns that I can't do or dance, whatever. But in terms of sound judgment and mature decisions, I believe I was doing that at the age of 7, 8, 9, or 10. And I don't know why, but it's the way I grew up. And naturally, I think that's me. It's that I mature more as I grow up. And I just lighten the mood by being like a kid and fooling around with friends. A little asaran there, asaran here. But that doesn't mean that I'm playful and I'm magalaw or makulit sa mga out of town. That doesn't mean I'm immature. And I will not make a decision like that guy who I respect a lot, selling a house for a fabulous lifestyle which is out of his reach at that time, when he can actually sacrifice for 5 or 10 more years and then be able to take care of his family by not paying rent and earning more money and then investing more in insurance, in real estate, or in a car business. So it was an immature decision that I'm never gonna make. So babawiin ko lang, it's not that he's immature. I think he is really mature. But, and I'm learning a lot from him. I'm not saying who he is because I don't want to say his name for privacy reasons. But, even if he's really responsible enough, ang pinopoint out ko lang is that maturity, you can't say it by kung ano itsura ng tao or what he's wearing or what he's playing sa computer or sa PlayStation or sa if he can play sports with kids at whatever age he is in, diba? You can't really judge a person by his face or how he looks, how he dresses, or how he plays like a kid. Kasi ba, sabi nga ni Jesus Christ, you have to be childlike. Diba? Yun na lang yun eh. So, maybe they're not reading the Bible, diba? I'm not sure. Or not listening to the Catholic priests. But you can't base maturity based on boringness or whatever. Maturity is maturity And maturity comes with sound decision making and mature decision making. It's not perfect decision making, but it's definitely having the good judgment and right judgment with the real sense of maturity. And I don't know how to explain that, but one example of it is that prioritizing your family more than flexing is a sign of maturity, even at the age of 80, for a guy or for a girl. So we don't expect teenagers to be that mature, of course, but there are some people who are mature even at the age of 11 or 12. Maybe it's because of the life experiences, maybe it's because of the life situation that they have to grow up early. And yes, I'm saying it straight, I had to grow up early because my parents were sick. Both of them were experiencing health issues. So even if I've learned after or before that I made the decision to really be good at something because I can rely on myself. Kasi nalaman ko, I think I was already 8 years old when I know that we have a certain amount of wealth sa Kapati. And it was already promised to me at a young age. I'm not sure if it was before that or after that when I made the decision to still be able to rely on myself because my parents were sick. So, yeah, I'm one of the mature guys, to be honest. I'm not sure if it's right. It's the right thing to say, but I have to say it. People misinterpret the way I do TikTok dancing, the way I make the mood light by having fun, asaran dito, asaran there, kulitan sa messenger groups, and kulitan sa inuman. Yes, may inom pa rin paminsan-minsan. And whatever, diba? Kulitan sa office, kulitan sa asaran, mga ganyan. Though, yeah, I'm explaining myself because I don't really explain myself a lot. And I think it's better to really explain myself. I'm trying to speak slower. I'm trying to pause, right? 13% na lang, so I have to end this. Yung battery, 13%. So, ito nga. Playful people or childlike people maybe are just following Jesus Christ. Don't you think that way? And at the same time, I believe I have earned, and other guys also, who are physically fit, who are energetic, and are mentally and spiritually healthy and emotionally happy. There are guys like me who are fooling around as kids in the gym or fooling around in ways, kulitan, asaran, diba? Not really other things that you're thinking. Kulitan, but we make the right decisions. And we won't make the same mistake that the guy did about his house just to afford some fabulous lifestyle. It's not only me that will not do that. There are other guys who are mature at the age of 16, 17 and are still growing up to now. They don't stop learning. Spiritually, they journal, they work on themselves. Mentally, they read. Emotionally, they forgive, they love. And physically, they make the right choice to invest in good food and good health and good workout places. Diba? They make right decisions and not sell the house just to flex. There are, I think, two people who are at the age of a certain age of maturity na dapat who did that I know. And the other guy is really immature, who buys a Montero Sport and saying, I have achieved a lot and stuff, but he only sold his house. Sorry to this guy kung tamaan ka. And the other one is really mature naman. Sinasabi ko nga, binabawi ko, hindi naman siya immature. But he really made a very immature decision, selling his house for the lifestyle, the golf lifestyle, the inuman lifestyle, the out-of-town lifestyle, when I really know he can afford the amortization and still just do a little bit of sacrifice for family, get more money by saving because you paid the house already after 5-7 years, earn more money, invest it, and then do the lifestyle that you want. Diba? So both people, letter A and letter B, made wrong decisions about selling their houses, and now they are renting and they don't have their own house just because of flexing and immaturity. But I'm not saying that two of them are immature. A is mature, B is definitely immature. I'm not sure if he's matured enough now, but both of them definitely made immature decisions. That a guy like me who loves playing cards, playing PlayStation, playing jogging, and would even love to play, they call this, tumbang preso if I can, or patintero with kids, I will not do immature decisions like that. Because for me, it's family first and then me. Diba? So I think that's mature enough, right? And sacrificing my own tuition fees just for me to send my son to school during the time that I didn't have that much cash. I think those are the traits of a really mature person. And a mature person shouldn't be saying this, of course, in a live video, but because of the circumstances, a mature person will also do what's necessary to protect his name and reputation. So yeah, I'm one of the mature guys, but I really play a lot with friends. That's all I want to point out. And yeah, so I hope you don't misinterpret my TikTok dancing and kulitan. And I hope it won't not affect my work as a financial advisor to some of the people, diba? That I want to help invest. So, ubos na guys. I will drink my Gatorade with this. And I'm not sure if you heard what I said. This is the mic, but I hope you did. I hope I can download this and put this on Wine Avenue YouTube, at least that, if not on my TikTok King Abstract. And there's nothing wrong with being immature. A lot of people are immature at the age of 70 or 75, right? Mostly men. But yung mga naiingit sa candy ng iba, that's immature. Naninira because hindi nila kaya kung ano yung nagagawa ng iba, ng mga athletic na tao, na inalagaan ang sarili nila because of hard work, prayers, sacrifices, and a lot of maturity. Minsan kinaiingitan yun. So, yeah, siguro maraming naiinggit sa mga athletes na katulad ko. Or at least mga nag-excel talaga and inalagaan ng sarili up to now. And hindi ko na problema yon if they were immature. And hindi ko na rin problema kung tamaan sila sa mga vlogs na ganito. I was just trying to show you guys what I'm doing right now and make the pito-pito like a kid. But of course, I'm really not capable of really walang kwentang talk or small talk, whatever. I'm more of a heart-to-heart talk talaga, guys. Sa una, magloloko-loko, pero pag tagal-tagal, lalabas din yung serious side. Kaya ngayon ang tinatago ko dati, sobra ko yatang natago at akala nila, immature ako. So ngayon, of course, ayaw ko maapektuhan yung career ko as an AXA financial advisor and as one of the marketers of global financing. Of course, I deal with money, I deal with real estate, big investments yan. So, yun lang. I want to make sure they still know that they are on the right track with me. And, of course, I don't like being called immature. That's unfair because I know I have been making mature decisions ever since. And, yun lang. Yun lang ang masabi ko. Peace and Quattro. Hi Dante and Gab Cerevo for watching. Thank you. And I'm gonna try to finish this vlog so I can. I'm going to try to finish this vlog so I can post it on Wine Avenue if I'll be able to download it. So hope you learned something about playful mature people and boring immature people. And sana wag tamaan yung mga si letter A at si letter B. Love ko yung dalawa, pero it's a trait of immaturity selling your house just for the lifestyle that you want. And most especially if wala namang medical emergency and you can enjoy all other stuff even if you don't sell the house. Diba? Pwede mo namang iparent yung mga bahay. Ba't mo pa ibebenta? Yun lang po. Invest and enjoy, guys!